Wholesaling real estate is now on easy mode. I can't make this any easier for you. I mean, I know you hear me say a lot that you should be grinding for wholesaling success, but the truth is, you don't even really need to lift a finger to start getting wholesaling deals now. You don't even really need to work that hard to make your first 100K. What I want to show you today is if you're a virtual wholesaler, how you can wholesale basically the lazy way. Because if you could just go out here, right, and make 100 grand in, I don't know, 20, 30 hours of work for the month, which guys, I'm like 3 or 4 hours every single week. I'm not asking for much here. You just run up a quick 100 grand, right? Do a bunch of deals, maybe 15, 20 deals, maybe 5K, like do like a very fast speed wholesaling. And you could start running up insane numbers because everyone's doing this like grind. And yeah, maybe I'm the problem for this, right? But the thing about it is you don't need to go pull a list of 15,000, call, text, and do that expensive blasting, especially you got no money too, right? What I want to show you is like a quick method, right? Where most people, they're spending $10,000, $12,000 on these, I call them like the middlemen courses. That's the way I describe it, right? And no flack, right? These middlemen type guys and gals make a ton of money. But really think about it, right? I like to think of the richest middlemen of all time, right? I mean, technically wholesalers are middlemen, right? So we lock up a deal, send it to a buyer, we make whatever's in between. But think about the richest middlemen of all time. Like I like to think about Uber, right? Uber owns zero, and I mean zero cars. They don't own cars, right? They just have the guy, the driver, own the car and they do the driving. They just make money in between, right? Uber Eats, they don't own the food. They're just the middlemen and they make billions of dollars. Airbnb, they don't own real estate. They don't. And they make billions of dollars. There's no shame in that either. And, I think Turo is another good one, right? They don't really anything. They don't own the car either. They'll just help you rent it out. The thing is, you can make a lot of money being the quote middleman in the wholesaling game. And the thing about it is, it can be even easier if you can just find a wholesaler, right, that has a deal locked up. They can't get a dispo. I mean, find any of the hundreds of thousands of newbies that lock up deals and they can't sell it, right? And if you have all the cash buyers, you can get rich. Like, I should do a whole challenge on this, but if you just go inside of zachdiscord.com or freewholesaling.com and say, hey, who needs help with your dispo? I got plenty of buyers. You might not even have any buyers. Say, oh, I lock up a deal in, Charleston, South Carolina. I can't find any buyers. Well, what you can do is just go to XLeads, right? And then pull the cash buyers list. Just send them an email blast, text them, call them up, and go from there. Or you can even go in the investor leads inside of XLeads and get dispoed like that. You can create a listing, email blast it, do your own, like you can dispo so easy on XLeads that you don't even need the buyers. If you just have the software, boom, the buyers are already on there. And these are legit buyers buying and flipping and actually making real profits. The thing about it is, like, you don't need to be doing all this heavy lifting that you were taught. And if you're on the other way, right, if you lock up deals, you can't dispo them, right? There's plenty of rich, successful JV partners you can do. Thing is, if you just don't quit, you're not going to lose this game. But you don't really need to lift that hard. And so what I think everyone should be doing is kind of doing more of a JVing and working together. So many of these contracts just, they go up in smoke, right? The deal just falls through, which you guys already hate that. But if you can go out here and just find wholesalers who are struggling to dispo their deals, which I have hundreds of thousands of them, right? Because we have a free wholesaling community, you can just provide value to them and help them out, right? That's why we're the largest wholesaling community out there, freewholesaling.com, as you know. And so the thing about it is wholesaling on easy mode has always been there. Now, if you want to grind, there's plenty of easy solutions for you, right? I've never made money the issue. But for example, right, I have what I call my list of the month or my bounty list where I'll pull a list on XLeads. So this month I did the vacant high equities for Dallas. I skip traced them and I gave them to you. Now, I'm not asking you to call 5,000 of those leads because that's a grind. Let's everybody who has the triple line dialers on XLeads, let them go nuts with the VAs. What I'm just asking you to do, and the real easy mode is an hour this week. So 5 20-minute sessions this week, right? That's 100. So let's do 3 20-minute sessions, okay? You can email blast approximately 100 per Gmail account. So you have 10 Gmail accounts, 1,000 a day. That's going to take 5 days of emailing. I promise you, you email, and I'm telling everyone right now, if you email 5,000 people on the Dallas vacant high equities, if they're looking for a cash offer, you provide them a cash offer on the system for the EOG, which stands for my email offer generator. You send 5,000 offers through my email offer generator software, which is a free software, by the way. It's actually, the software was created by Google, by the way, to give to you for free. I just show you how to do it inside of Wholesaling.com. You can send 5,000 emails this month, and then you can just get inbound leads. Like, you get leads coming to your phone today. But I say that, and you still roll your eyes and say, oh, I don't know. Right? How do we make this even easier? It's just like, well, if you got some money, let's make it even easier. Why don't we just start using AI to start doing a lot of the heavy lifting for us? Now, X-Leads version 3 will be coming out this year, and I've been teasing AI cold calling robots for a while. The robots are coming, and AI is probably going to take your job, by the way, too. So that's going to be coming too. Why don't we use AI to, take away the VA's jobs? But the thing about it is, you can use AI right now to text your sellers for you. The AI, which is trained by me, obviously, will answer the texts. The AI will qualify the seller. The AI will answer all your phone calls, talk to the seller, and if AI believes that this person is an actual lead, they will qualify and put a tag into the software and then let you know, right? What are the 3 ways you can do this? First and foremost, I recommend you go to Wholesaling.com. You find people who need to help with their dispo, provide them the buyer, get the JV agreements we provide, you're going to be Gucci. Now, if you have a deal and you can't find a buyer right now, I highly recommend you go to Wholesaling.com, ZachDiscord.com, and find successful and qualified wholesalers to help you out. Most people, again, are going to charge $10,000 for a program like this. But I truly do believe email blasting, digital bandit signs are like the bare minimum easy mode for anyone, because if you want to do less than like 2 or 3 hours a week of work, this is how you're going to become successful. The thing about it is you don't even need to be closing sellers to do this. You don't need to be doing any of the heavy lifting. You're just going to be the middleman. Now, if you want to do the grind stuff, which I tell you, you still should do, but if you're a lazy virtual wholesaler who wants to do everything on easy mode and you tell me, I got no time, this is the method to do it. But if you have money and you want to go and just use the AI, I highly recommend you just use the AI on X-Leads and have them do the texting. I mean, it's pretty dang cheap. You're good to go. But also, it won't hurt you to pull a list, cold call it with a triple line dialer, and just do the hard work. That's fine. The thing is, most people don't want to work that hard, so you're going to just beat everyone by default doing that. But if you're still lazy and you don't have time, this is going to be one of the best ways you could start having success. Now, the one thing I can tell you is 80% of your income in wholesaling is only going to come from about 20% of the work. This 80-20% rule works for a lot of things, talking to sellers, acquisitions, things like this. But the thing about it is 80% of the income is going to come from 20% of the work, which means if you are just working on the highest quality stuff, you are going to succeed. You're going to succeed. And so if you want to close deals, like wholesaling real estate deals, without closing or talking to sellers, like this is the method to do it. And a lot of people poop on JVing and being a middleman and joint venturing, but guys, you can cry, but like the money's in the bank. I'm making a ton of money doing this, right? I'm not closing anybody. And everyone's telling you that you got to be a closer and you got to close all the, and closing's amazing. And wholesaling by yourself is the fastest way, 100 grand, quick. But if you're virtual wholesaling and you just want to do everything quicker and more efficiently, this is the way to make 100 grand. Now, I'm telling you, you should want to make millions of dollars, and obviously you should learn how to close and do all these things. But this is a way, if you're scared to pay any money or close any sellers, I can't make this any easier for you. And so the highest thing you can do right now for time value is to start email blasting, is to go out here and start posting digital bandit signs. You don't have to close those people. If you don't want to close them, do the middleman method right. Find people who need help. We got the JV contracts right there. And you're going to have success wholesaling real estate. Guys, this is how I do it. It's stupid simple. It's stupid easy. And that's how you're going to have success wholesaling real estate. Guys, if you got any value from this video, do me a favor. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. This is Zach Ginn signing out. Have a blessed one.